Hello, welcome to Pure Class Football. My name is Goodrich Gevaart, and I'm the host of this show that covers just the stuff I want to talk about. That's it. We're not going to be doing football tactics. I don't exactly know the difference between all of them. I'm just learning about inverted fullbacks at my Learning Annex class. We're not going to do transfer rumors. We're not going to recap games unless something crazy happens. We're just going to talk about the things in European football that I love. And yes, I'm an American, and I'm going to use the phrase football because it makes more sense. Think about American football. Not that American football, the sport. Who on the field uses their feet? No one respects the kickers at all. I'm going to call it football because the fellas use their feet, okay? That would be a good catchphrase, actually. Catch the Premier League live. The fellas use their feet. One of the things I saw over the weekend that I love a lot is Christopher Nkunku of Chelsea. He celebrated his first goal by pulling out a blue balloon and blowing it up and then putting his arms out like almost like Jesus. If he's like, oh yeah, you're going to put holes in my hands and my feet? Pop my balloon. I love it whenever a footballer celebrates with a prop. I think props are awesome. I love to see the top athletes in the world just be silly. That's the best. I love that stuff. I don't know where he had the balloon, if it was like tucked in his shin guard or what, but he had it ready to go. Another celebration I loved that I remember is Michail Antonio from West Ham scored a goal and then went and grabbed a paper cutout of himself and danced with it on the side of the pitch. That's incredible.
Save the last dance. You know, remember the lift from the end. Save the last dance.
Then we also have had Dominic Solanke, previously of Bournemouth, now of Tottenham. He scored a goal and busted out a Naruto mask. Obito Uchiha. I might have said that name wrong. I've never seen Naruto because I am cool and have had lots of sex. I think we need more celebrations. I think the kit man needs to be in charge of the boots, the shirts, and the props. We got wigs, top hats, pirate swords, whatever the guys need to express themselves and have fun with it. I think they should take a page out of the professional wrestling book. Not the one where they get CTE and kill their whole family. But the ones where players can have like catchphrases. Like how sweet would it be if when Mo Salah scores, he takes off his shirt to show off his beautiful abs. And then he grabs one of those mics that are on the sidelines with the giant wid socks on them. So we can hear it when the players run into the advertising boards and it sounds really bad. And he can just grab one and he can go, and that's the bottom line because Salah said so. That would be even better. All right. As an American, I'm inundated with all sorts of new shows all the time because TV stations are running out of sports to capitalize on. And one new piece of content is Rebecca Lowe is bringing Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher across the pond to do a podcast called It's Called Soccer. I got to say, American Soccer Federation, stop. Just stop with the It's Called Soccer. It's annoying, okay? It's got noob vibes, okay? You don't show up at the metal show and say, this is actually deathcore. Just act like you've been there before, okay? Don't try to run the show when you haven't really done much. One thing I'm wondering is why do Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher need another job? They're literally on TV all day long, it feels like. I'm just so happy that Americans can now experience sitting through them on Sky Sports bitching about Manchester United and Liverpool ad nauseum every week. And you know what? Here's the thing. They're good. They're fine. I like them. Rebecca Lowe, great broadcaster. Jamie on Champions League, he knows his role. He throws his jokes out. He's good. Gary Neville's fine. You know, we just don't need him so much. Give someone else a job talking about football on TV. Please. Please. But if you're going to keep Jamie Carragher, Gary Neville on with Rebecca Lowe, there's one person, if you want to make it really American, you got to add to the show. And that's Stephen A. Smith.
Charmander or the Squirtle. These are Pokemons, I guess that's what it is.
One of my favorite things about European football is the ultras culture. And if you don't know them, just put in YouTube ultras compilation. You'll see some of the biggest psychos in the world losing their minds supporting a football team. I've watched so many videos of guys in ski masks talking about how they're going to kill people. It's fantastic. So that's why this show is going to have a segment called This Week in Violence. This week in violence, Ajax fans riot in Amsterdam over police strikes. In the Netherlands, of which I am maybe from because my name has 2 A's next to each other.
Nederlanders hebben een koud hart.
The headlines in the paper were Ajax supporters riot over police strikes, which cancel Ajax games. So over the weekend, Ajax, who are in Amsterdam and are classically like the biggest club in the Netherlands, the last 3 games have been canceled because the police force in Amsterdam are on strike. The only time I'm not supporting people striking is when they're cops. They apparently have been demonstrating, shooting off flares, getting together in the streets. The headlines made it seem like it was really, really insane that they're going after these police. They had to have the riot squads, everything's going crazy. And then I looked at some of the videos on X, the Everything app, and they're not actually that bad. As an American, they're a little soft. An American cop would be furious of that. Just a couple whacks? The guy didn't even shift backwards. He was just kind of like when you shoot fire at Bowser and Mario and he just kind of stands there, nothing happens. A joke. If you would please stop throwing the bicycles at our van, we're very scared. Hilarious. Just a bike. I mean, I know bikes are like a big deal in Amsterdam, but just throwing it at a van, not even breaking a window, just going thud, not very scary. I'm really excited for these fans to come to America for the World Cup in 2026 because I don't know if they know this, but American police will fucking kill you. That's it for this week's In Pure Class Football. Thank you very much, and see you at the movies.